Sorry, I can't do this now. I'm too ready to do this.
Just calm down.
If only you could shut up for 2 seconds so I can do the fucking intro. Welcome back.
Intros. We're starting. Hello.
I'm gonna ban you, Lawrence. I swear to God.
We used to start the show.
I am the start of the show.
Welcome back to whatever the fuck this is, because apparently it's not Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations. Apparently it's Lawrence's health issues.
I'm Miles Edgeworth, douchebag. Of course it's my bloody game.
Miles Edgeworth and his
Yeah,
car.
I think about not swearing until like something into it. Yeah, we already messed that up.
Shit. I can't stop help.
Curse of thee, but
You watch your fucking mouth, Lawrence. Jesus Christ.
One day we'll get some peace. Anyway, Iffy, this line didn't get read. You'll need to reread it.
Man, guess it.
I'm Lawrence. That's Rob. George.
me Gug.
Iffy.
If.
That's the people.
What's wrong, Iffy?
Okay, no, I thought I couldn't hear the noise. Oh, it's like. Alright, and I'll tell you the reason why we've never caught the Argarasu.
Because I'm banned.
Right here.
What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident. Whip!
Almost.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Still accidentally whipped me anyway.
There are 3 main reasons why the Argarasu will always be one step ahead.
Itch!
First, Darkstar always knows the exact location of the target object.
Fucking stalker.
I see Bad was saved by Ryoken from the lost incident.
Okay.
Second, Darkstar always knows exactly how to disarm the security system.
Okay, you say.
Third,
Not you say.
It's you, sucker, you fucking uncultured piece of shit.
I know it's you, fucking piece of shit. My brain was. I told my sister Yu-Gi-Oh today, right? Like the actual lore of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think she liked you say the most, so that's why
The
I was
board would like you to
say them.
identify the difference between Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, and you're gonna look at me and say they're the same series.
No, I'm fucking not. Shut up.
and third, Argarasu doesn't know the difference between 5Ds and breaks.
Lawrence is the
like a little
Yatagarasu.
Miles Edgeworth over here.
Jesus.
What was that, sorry, Rob?
I guess Lawrence is the Yatagarasu.
What, I'm banned?
Yes.
We're gonna bang you from this video in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Argarasu doesn't have a single shred of evidence.
Doesn't have a single shred of evidence. Wait, he's a lawyer?
Yeah.
He doesn't have evidence.
I see. So those are the Yatagarasu's special traits.
Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief.
Almost right there, that's abusive.
Sounds like an incredibly
Yatagarasu.
abusive thief. We should arrest him for domestic abuse.
Yeah.
We here
Yatagarasu.
at Armor Various Productions do not support domestic abuse. If you're being abused, go to...
I just supported
Some other
arresting people
places.
for domestic abuse. What the fuck is wrong with you? There's no need for this disclaimer.
I said we don't support domestic abuse. We don't
I'm
let
going
that
to
happen.
ban you, I swear to God.
I was being... nice. What?
Yeah, he said we don't support.
Anyway.
He was doing the shtick of call you whatever.
Yeah,
Never
it's nothing
cut
but the
tape. Never tries to draw anyone's attention.
Disclaimers should
Lawrence.
never be a punchline. Especially if they're actually, like, a literal thing.
I don't know.
Whenever we do something else, little bros commit murder.
Did you say low bros commit murder?
Yeah, bro.
That's the high bros.
High bros are on a whole another level. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Argarasu right away.
But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't.
Listen, little girl. Not done talking yet.
Bad with the most
Wait,
politest
girl.
way of saying, yo, girl, shut the fuck up.
I'm not fucking finished.
What's different about this time was the evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. That sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Cadopian embassy?
Cadopian embassy, correct.
Cadopian, yeah. Is that trying to say it's like codependence, like codope?
It's Cadopian.
It's
it's
a evidence.
You're correct. It's because it's a play on the word codependency. It's a country. There's two countries that are codependent on each other.
Basically, yeah. That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I was trying.
That is the pun. You are correct.
Till now, you gotta Rossi.
Yes, until now. What's he done?
It always publicized any corrupt dealings with the mass media. The dude had a wicked Twitter account, I swear to God.
It's like, he had like 70 alternate accounts.
Not this time. Fucking. Given this time.
It came from Facebook.
No.
And we couldn't
It was on
accept
his
it.
Instagram story. Only Faraday and I, two most skilled people on Instagram, could figure this
And
out.
drinkers of Coke.
Feeling cute might steal some evidence later. I don't know.
And select a few others knew about.
In that case, how can you be so sure it wasn't the Yatagarasu who sent it?
That it was the Yatagarasu who sent it.
Sure.
That's easy.
I'm trying to bamboozle him.
A special card that only Yatagarasu uses was attached. His favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's how I can be so sure.
Was his favorite Yu card by any chance Yatagarasu?
Damn it.
And just what sort of card is it?
It was Monster card.
Monster card.
Here, take a look at this article. And you really Yatagarasu wants to publicize something. A white monster card is sent along with the stolen information.
So it's a synchro monster.
Yatagarasu synchro confirmed.
Yeah. Now I'm expecting like Rob to just edit this part to just put in like Yatagarasu or something, but like with a white synchro background. It's like stupid.
I couldn't Photoshop onto this because the text is in the way of the rest of the card. I was tempted, but unfortunately, this is slight limitations to that.
Uneditable, literally uneditable.
Not uneditable.
So we questioned
but
real
difficult.
about what was sent along with the white card. I mean, you could just do a normal card, don't really have to do a synchro. Well, Ro had no idea what it was.
It wasn't the fact that it's a synchro card, if it's more the fact that he can't get it behind that text box stuff that easily.
You're not a fan, yeah.
And that's how Detective Bad knew that it was Mr. Rel was a phony.
Why does Edgeworth's mental
Well, didn't
dialogue
know
have
what
phony
synchro
in his
something was.
vocabulary?
Phony.
He's a phony. A big fat phony.
Phony. Thank you very much. I now have a better understanding of the Yatagarasu now. And why it's banned.
Yeah, George can take this one.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth.
No.
Oh, I'll be on my way.
Good. I mean, yes.
His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you.
And he couldn't get me himself.
He's lazy, alright? So if you could please head over to the courtroom so he doesn't have to come over here, it would be much appreciated, sir.
I mean, to
Okay,
be
well,
fair,
good time.
it's fine to see, well, not really in the chambers, but sometimes you might, like, stick behind in a courtroom to do official stuff, but it's fine.
No. Understood. I'll be there shortly. Also, call his Honor lazy for me. Detective Bad, what does the law mean to you?
Finding the answers to the question is the only reason I'm still alive.
That's pretty fucking grim, Bad. What the fuck?
Fucking hashtag deep. I became a cross-executor to find the answer to that question myself. And also because I couldn't become a lawyer because fuck that shit. And to play a part in ensuring that all criminals elsewhere and everywhere are found guilty. That I said elsewhere.
Because you struggle at reading.
You can shut up.
George.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth.
It appears that his honour is a little bit dispirited.
Well, I mean, he thought he heard a murder while he was taking a fucking piss, and then was told that he just had a balloon popping and overreacted like a piece of shit.
Look, everyone, he watched the last episode. Good boy, Rob.
For the first time today, I experienced what it was like to stand at the end of the witness stand.
Okay.
Stand
up, power!
I now have a greater appreciation for just how hard it is to give a testimony.
Well, there's no reason for you to be all depressed about it, Your Honor. I'll give you a massage later. As a judge, no one expects you to think about anything other than the verdict.
Did she really say that?
What?
Franziska, there is no need to further press his honour.
You don't give massages to old people?
Massage. No, just like I think that'd be something she'd offer.
Yeah, but I'm the one playing Franziska. My character. Fuck you.
No, as I'm saying, was that an actual line or did you make?
Oh yeah, I ad-libbed it.
Okay, like that's the question.
Weird.
Did Iffy legitimately think?
No, I'm looking at the screen.
I see Iffy's thinking about Franziska and massages a bit too often. Alright, did I accidentally skip Lawrence's line? Fuck. Okay.
No, you did not.
Oh, okay,
I said my line.
Okay, good. But I'm not trying to, Miles.
Your Honour.
Yeah.
Your Honour, I've come to collect the evidence that was being transferred to me. Your Honour, the evidence. Stop being a brooding bitch, Your Honour!
I wasn't awake. Yes, can I help you?
I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir.
Your Honor, do you think you can stay focused long enough to at least do your job?
Yes, I'm sorry. I would accept that the defense attorney has yet to arrive.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, do you not know? The defense attorney's fucking dead. Oh, right. Hold on. Defense attorney's dead. The prosecutor is dead.
Rob.
Someone dead.
My brain.
The prosecution is dead.
My brain no worky. Okay, I understand.
So is the judge unintentionally confessing that he killed the defense?
No. I realize why he wants the defense attorney to arrive, and it's because parties are not supposed to speak to the judge individually. Like,
she's busy with the investigation, so let's keep this brief, shall we?
If the prosecutor is talking to the judge, the defense has the
right to listen in.
Has the right to listen to it, so that there's no. It's called if, for example, if one attorney speaks to the judge and the other one doesn't, that's called ex parte communication, I think.
Okay.
Very well. In that case, please confirm that all pieces of evidence are present.
Once again, ex parte communication. He's like, the defense attorney's busy. Fuck the defense attorney. Give me the evidence. Your Honor, please. Give me the evidence.
Furthermore, the evidence that was used in the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rubb are also included, so please go ahead and use them in your investigation into their case.
Understood, Your Honor.
So the judge oversees evidence transfers, right? And wanted to wait for the defense attorney to do them, and it was just the prosecutor just went, "But Your Honor, what about them?" And then the Honor was just like, "Yeah, okay, fair enough." No wonder like so many fucking surprises in this court happen so fucking often.
The pieces of evidence that were used in the murder of those two men in particular, this could be a very good chance for me to find new leads regarding that case. And maybe even something that will finally lead me to the truth.
I've placed all of the evidence over to the prosecutor's bench for you.
What's that on the defense's bench, though?
No.
I see. Thank you very much. I'll go and confirm that they're all accounted for. So yeah, what's that thing on the defense's bench? Evidence that Miss Yu is prepared. So, evidence that Miss Yu prepared is just sitting here on the table.
See, you don't even have any speech to keep up with, and you're still fucking up.
No, it's because I couldn't read it properly. Like literally, like it's blended in for me.
You know you can't just walk off with it, right?
Of course I do, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
I thought I was going to say, of course I can.
Miss Yu must have been caught off guard by her client's sudden accusation. I wonder how she would have defended Mr. Rowe in that case if he was still alive.
This game absolutely needs like a color blindness filter because I was seeing what you were talking about then.
Yeah, like the blue was just bending into the background.
This game absolutely needs a color blindness filter. Holy shit.
Yeah. So is this the evidence related to today's Cadopian embassy trial from Mr. Faraday's back? To be fair, Rob, in later games you can actually change the opacity of the text box.
Yeah, I know you can. And it's usually not a problem anyway, so...
No, it's usually not a problem, but just right now
because
it's
they got You meant the evidence bags that was on the table in lobby number 2, right?
Yes. Finally, we can now take a look at the evidence itself, and not just the data about them. Let's be sure to thoroughly examine them while we have time.
Agreed. I want to take a good look at all of the evidence from the embassy murder too.
And why is that?
Because I still don't fully understand what today's trial was about!
Well, isn't that whose fault is that? Don't point your crumb at me just because you're a dumbass!
And don't you try to order me around just because Papa chose you today!
At least someone still saw about not being picked by Mr. Von Karma. Oh.
The line didn't come through.
Oh
wait, hang on.
Well,
this is mine. This is my line. Okay, I didn't even read the name.
That's what I'm calling you, Rob!
It's also real to see the knife up close.
So, we have the knife, the gun, an envelope, and what the fuck is this shit?
Ah, it's the trial by combat form. It's been accepted. I'm taking the gun!
No. How there? Put the gun down.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot to tell you.
About what, Your Honor?
They found Mr. Faraday's personal organizer inside that evidence bag of his. Detective Bad requested it passed along to you. He said it would help in the investigation.
We open the organizer and there's only one page, and just in giant block capitals it says, "Get money, buy Swiss rolls."
Isn't she a great...
Was gumshoe.
Up aside. Detective Bad said that.
What a strange stroke of luck.
Well, never look a gift horse in the mouth. They might as well flip through it too. I wouldn't rest until I was expected... Alright. What's suspicious here? It's all evidence! It's not suspicious, it's just there!
Alright, let's examine the knife.
North. It's the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday.
Who would have thought that such a beautiful piece of art could be used for such a cruel act?
Mid I thought it said a beautiful piece of ass.
Oh no.
And it's never crossed your mind that you use a riding crop for the wrong purpose? Have you ever tried riding a fucking horse?
Yes, I rode here. We don't take cars edge of us. What's wrong with you?
This is the year 2012, I think, at this time. Mr. Faraday's organizer, it appears he was in the habit of using it.
It appears he was in the habit of using it.
It was something to be used.
It looks like he wrote his strategy for getting Mr. L convicted down in here.
I really I thought it said something like, the strategy for like some kind of game or something, like, this is actually his guide to trials and tribulations.
Jesus.
I collected the evidence I need to prove that Rell was the killer. Between the handgun Mr. Rell had on him when he was arrested and the surveillance tape, I should be able to prove that he was the one. Okay. It appears that Mr. Faraday honestly believed that Mr. Rell was the killer in this case. The sound of his handgun going off was recorded.
Captain, this is Faraday. Let George read it. If you feel the need to read it out, give it to George.
I was just reading it in general for like trying to memorize it.
We can always refer to it later. There's no need.
It would appear that he had proof that Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. And that Rob was also a bitch. And he apparently also had a very definitive piece of evidence. Yes, I believe that Mr. Faraday was well prepared to discredit any claim Mr. Rell might have had made about being the real Yatagarasu.
And he had a way to prove that Mr. Rell was the guilty party in the embassy murder.
This organizer a clue straight from Mr. Faraday. I'll have to take my time and give it a thorough read for later.
Look, there's a picture stuck between the pages here.
It appears to be a key.
And a rather ornate one at that. Just look at the design on the handle.
The craftsmanship is superb. Really bad. Could this be the Yatagarasu's key Mr. Faraday mentioned in his organizer?
That does look like a very nice key, though. The Yatagarasu's key?
Detective Bad said something earlier. He did a lot of things earlier, but this one in particular.
Yes!
What's different about this time was that the evidence rate is smuggling was sent to the police. Flashback. The sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the fucking
Codopian.
Co-dope Ian.
Cocainian embassy.
Cocaine embassy.
Cocainian
It's
embassy.
the cocaine embassy.
This isn't a drug smuggling ring.
As far as we're aware.
And hey,
And the other lawsuit.
hey, it's a smuggling.
Flashback.
It's a smuggling ring. They can smuggle whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, they have to listen to you.
Jesus.
You.
You have to cross-examine the evidence, unless you're the leader of the smuggling ring, bro.
Ah, yes, I'm the leader of the smuggling ring. Clearly.
Out the other lawsuit.
We got him. We got him, boys. Get him, George.
I'm not entitled to this. He owns me.
What?
Now, officially on the recording.
Always
How do we
publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. Evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, just like a few others, knew about.
Mr. Faraday must have been trying to keep this secret key safe.
As the prosecutor on both the Yatagarasu and the smuggling cases, that's to be expected. That's odd.
What is it?
Mr. Faraday didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer.
That certainly is odd.
The weapon that was used to kill the Codopian embassy staff member was the gun.
Copium embassy.
But if that's the case, Then where did the knife that was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from?
Isn't it obvious? It was brought into the courthouse by Mr. Rell. That's the only logical conclusion, right?
No, because it's not that easy to smuggle a weapon like that in here. Every person who enters the courthouse doors is checked thoroughly for contraband. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this inside.
In that case, how do you suppose this knife ended up inside the courthouse? Huh? 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 Give me an answer!
You don't want to know it. I'm not going to take the low-hanging fruit here. I need to think carefully here. There is nothing related to the knife written anywhere in Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it is a fact that this knife is a knife. And it also came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Conversely, there is one item listed in Mr. Faraday's organizer that no one has claimed to have seen today. So in order to solve this mystery, I believe I will need to take another good look at the evidence.
Miles Edgeverse, can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me to mean that you don't have an answer for me?
Actually, I do know the answer, Franziska.
What? Then what is it?
One of the pieces of evidence you've been holding has been hiding a secret of its own. And it was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the courthouse.
I'm assuming he means the key.
The key, yeah. The Articular's key, Mr. Faraday mentions in his organizer. This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse.
You're not making any sense, Miles Edgeverse.
You just need to look a bit closer, Franziska, to see what I mean. Though the colour and the jaw. Ow.
How do you fuck up a word so badly that you hurt your fucking jaw?
No, it's more like...
How do you breathe on your own?
No, I just opened it and it clicked, and I was like, ow. Shut up.
You just
Does the
heard this.
colour and the ornamentation of the key's handle remind you anything?
They do remind me of the knife.
Very good. You get cookies.
Yay, cookies!
Both the Gattagarasu's key in this photo and the murderer's knife, fucking eating while I'm talking, had this very unique design on their handles. Furthermore, even though Mr. Faraday mentions the Gattagarasu's key, the only object we found at the crime scene was the knife.
You don't seriously mean to say...
It appears that you've finally caught up. And yes, I do mean to say these two pieces are in fact one and the same.
But that's impossible!
Even if that is what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility.
Impossible.
Now then, let us examine the knife in a little more detail.
And we'll do that next time on Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations. See you guys in a bit.
It's a north.